How's it going? Okay, so it's that time of year again where I make a video laughing about Canadians going harumph, harumph, harumph about politicians and their raises. It's a yearly event here in Canada, and it lasts about 2 to 3 weeks where there's some indignation when people find out what they get, their pensions, and how their salaries are pretty much all their take home money because everything else is covered, their cost of living expenses, all that stuff is covered, right? And some government people get their clothes paid for as well. Yeah, good, nice. What was the usual justification? We haven't heard it yet because year in and years go by. They don't even address it that much anymore because they know it's only going to last a little while. The outrage, and they know there's nothing any of us can do about it. Right? There's that Mike Dawson guy that says, "Oh, I'm not me. I'm not taking the raise." I don't know nothing about him really. Did he get in the last time, or did he keep taking all the other raises and now he's gonna make a play for it and say, "Oh, not me. I'm not taking it. Not this one anyway." And Polish Leaver is all apparently against it now, even though he voted for it, and he's gonna take his sixth one. Remember, Chummy, it was unanimous. Remember, you never want to talk about those raises ever before. This is the first time I've ever heard him say something. And the ones that do talk about it, this is what the media says. Well, it's because in order to keep them from going to the private sector because they're such talented individuals, we have to compete with them. I don't think any of them could manage a fucking McDonald's or a hot dog stand for that matter, man. If they could make that kind of money or better in the private sector, they'd be gone, wouldn't they? So they know there's nothing we can do. Nothing we can do about it. That's it. This is their sixth one. They've had a big raises every year for 6 years. And what are Canadians going to do about it? Nothing. You have YouTubers online with polls, and we should do this and that. All the ones that are selling stuff, begging for money one way or another, and they discuss it, and talk about it, but they never give you like a real opinion where they come down on one side. Do they? You got to wonder again. I wouldn't be surprised if these guys weren't getting some kind of money. Maybe we'll find out one day. But they're just leading the herd, the status quo conservatives that we like here in Canada, leading them along, right? I mean, once more, the fact that you can just change teams like that, and it's allowed. I mean, tell me that how your vote matters, that it counted, right? So it's like, well, those liberals, they like pizza and beer. Not us conservatives. We want cookies and cake. And when you elect me, I'm gonna get as much cookies and cake as I can get for you because I hate pizza and beer. And everyone goes, yeah, and they vote for that guy. And then after a while, he goes, you know what? I think I like pizza and beer. I changed my mind. So take that, my constituency. And what are they gonna do about it? Oh, yeah, nothing. and I bet he gets reelected down the road. You cannot make this stuff up. So this has been a yearly event. Oh, not the raises, but the complaining has been a yearly event for as long as I can remember, man. As long as I can remember. Even when it used to, before this, when you used to be in papers and was in printed newspapers where they printed how much they got, and people would be like, harumph, harumph. And this is going back like 30 years, man, and longer. So it's nothing new. It's part of the Canadian way. We'll be outraged for a little while. Because people got to work, got to feed their kids. It's expensive to live. It's tough being a commie, and it's tough paying for all these government programs. The money's got to come from somewhere, doesn't it? Just saying. So think about that next time when they're asking you to buy my stuff, visit my store, buy me a coffee, send me money, yada, yada, yada. answer on my poll, because I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to say that's going to convince you guys to give me money. So you got to tell me what to talk about. Right? Kind of like how our votes are. So it's no hard truths. I know people that have watched me for a long time. You guys, you guys messing around with wood yesterday. You guys know all this stuff. Okay, so Alberta, it looks like they're planning on having a referendum, apparently, in fall. Good on you. Actually do it. What about equalization payments? Is this going to go out the window? Or is that all going to get rolled into when you vote to separate and you separate? Hey, I'd like to see it happen. And it'll be like I said, if it happens, there'll be a rush from all over Canada of people piling into Alberta now. And then what are you going to do? But then, there's the thing about all those pesky new Canadians. You think they're going to vote for separating from the mothership and all the protection they gain from the Liberal federal government? You think that's going to happen? Remember, it wasn't that long ago, Alberta, that you had Knothead as your premier, right? When the mayors in your cities aren't conservatives. Just saying. And let's say, I hope you have your referendum. And it's going to be, like I said, tiny. You're going to miss by so much, or you're going to win by so much, but it won't matter because it's not a clear majority. Like what happens in Quebec. Yeah, it's not enough. It's a not technically, but and you're still going to keep sending money to, shamefully, my province, and the lion's share will go to Quebec, like it's always been in Canada. Just saying. Our program here hasn't changed since after World War II. It's been the same stuff here in Canada. It hasn't changed. And these last 30 years, I'm going to say, it's really accelerated downhill. And more. And these last 10 years, it's downshifted, Well, that's not the right term to put, but, it's gotten way, way worse. It's not getting any better. The politicians we have know that there's nothing we can do. Only way I'll change my mind on all this stuff is if England is making noise now, if they actually do something and take their country back. Yeah. Here, it's going to go on like this for a long time, or until our neighbors become Democrats again. Then it won't matter. So, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that stuff.